Big brother, it's big brother, it's my brother, it's your brother, it's our brother. It's his brother, it's her brother, it's their brother. On past the gravy, bro.
What is going on, gang? It is Past the Gravy Bro, and we're recapping our third eviction of the Big Brother 25 season. The fourth house guest removed, but one of them was like an ejection instead of an eviction. So this is the third technical eviction. I am Alex, joined again tonight by Allison, our third consecutive solo episode together, or duo episode together. What's going on, everybody in the chat? Joining us tonight after this eviction. Everybody that's watching now obviously knows H.O.H is gone. That's not a spoiler. We can talk about that very openly now. But shout out to some people joining us in the chat right now. Thomas, Daniel, Kenya, Daphne, and Todd and Ashley. Shout out to everybody getting in the chat. If you are a late listener, if you maybe you watch the show a little later and you want to listen to us after that, like you can always tune in if you're watching live. Tune in about 15 minutes after each episode, and we will be live recapping things. What's going on, Polly and Danielle? Yeah, let's get into the recap. Let's bust it into that. We have the pressure cooker competition is currently going on. The feeds are back. And I forgot that they made Felicia to just kind of hang out in the house, and she doesn't get to be a part of it.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about having this enclosed, and like it's kind of like the mix of the black box and the pressure cooker, which like I love the black box, I love the pressure cooker, but like one of the best parts of the pressure cooker was Howie standing outside, and Felicia is just making literally all of the food in the house right now.
But it's hilarious though.
It's great, but it's
just cook them a feast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's probably cooking for them. That's nice.
I bet that's what she's going to put under the guise of. But we'll get to the pressure cooker. Let's quickly recap the episode because, I mean, I feel like this is going to be maybe the shortest episode recap we've done so far. If it was Reddit, if you guys are familiar with Reddit lingo, TLDR, if Alex, sum up to me what happened in a couple of seconds. H.O.H was put up on the block as a backdoor target. He was not happy about that. H.O.H made a bunch of promises, apologized, talked to his alliance, mostly Izzy, Felicia, and Cirie, and tried to get them to save him. He basically made all the deals that he thought he could make, and it didn't end up working. It was a unanimous 11-0 vote, and H.O.H is now on the jury. Or not on the jury. He is now going home. He will not be on the jury. I don't know why I said that. Then we came back, and this is... Now, I would say that's pretty much like what happened. Like, is there? I mean, I'd like to get to his interview after that, but did I miss anything there? H.O.H talks to Izzy and Cirie, and they just they waffle a little bit. There's a lot more that really went on. The amount of stuff they did not show that happened, I understand they didn't have time, but like this could have been a 7.5 hour episode if they really wanted to show the amount of conversations that were had.
Oh. For sure. But I mean, like, realistically, it was just like waffling back and forth. They decided last night after we got off the pod.
I was talking to it and recorded all of what I just said. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. They flipped again, I guess, or they considered flipping again after we got off the pod yesterday. Quentin said he was blaming Cam hard this morning. That is why they considered flipping, because Cirie kind of fell for that.
Yeah,
but like, nope, they kept it together. It was the right choice for sure. I still can't get over anybody thinking that Cam is like a threat. Like, he just talks a lot.
TLDR is too long, didn't read, Kenya. Sorry about that.
I like that you said that was Reddit speak. That was like great.
It is Reddit speak, right?
It's been around for like I was about to say longer than Reddit, but I really don't know.
I learned it on Reddit.
I learned it on LiveJournal, my guy.
Okay. Yeah. Well, but Reddit would be like, oh, hey, I put this whole blog post about like, am I the asshole for telling my wife that her farts smell? And then like they do like a whole 6-paragraph thing, and then at the end of it, it's like a paragraph that's basically like, hey, look, I get it. You're not gonna read all of this. This is pretty much what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then you decide. A lot of times TLDR makes you decide if you want to go back and read the full thing.
Yes. They're dancing right now.
Okay. No, I thought Izzy just dropped there for a second. We'll get to the pressure cooker.
But
Yeah,
they're bopping
make
in
it
there.
So yeah, Heisem tried to make all of these deals. It's not going to pay off. In the end, it is a unanimous vote. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Bowie Jane dressed like Madonna. I wrote that. Emma noted
When is she
that.
not?
That's true, but she was very much in a Madonna mode today.
Yeah.
Then what did you had? You had mentioned that Cole should have a penalty nomination. You texted me that.
Oh my God. I could not handle it. Shoutouts are one thing. I think Matt's shoutouts are fine. Like other like the like love you mom and dad as you like leave or whatever, like that's fine. But like she wouldn't leave the fucking diary room and she came back into frame to shout out more people. I would have been like,
yeah.
Has Julie been like, oh, I'm so sorry, Nicole. You are now the person evicted from the Big Brother house. Like,
oops.
Shut up.
Yeah. It was weird. It was weird, but Cerie's just like shouting it into the door the whole time. That was just about as bad as Micole's. If we
I would
want
rather you shout it into the door as you leave than just stand there. Like,
fair.
She stood up and was like, I'm leaving, but then like came back 4 times. It was annoying.
Yeah, there's too many people. You get a handful of people, and then that's just it. Says Julie is patient this year. She is very patient. A lot of times she just kind of rushes them, but maybe she just realizes they're fucking running a good game this year. I mean, that's what she realizes. So we had the eviction. It was 11-0. Then we switched to the scary verse where things are gonna get scary, and then we go to break. And this is the point in the show that I always hate on eviction night where you're like, oh, fuck yeah, dude, there's 30 minutes left. We're going to get to see so much of the pressure cooker. Hell fucking yeah. And then they come back and you're like, fuck, I forgot there's an interview. And then they're going to waste 2 segments on an interview. And Heisem really turned up like the creepiness, not creepiness. I said creepy in the DR, like his DRs were kind of creepy. He's like, and so I am going to try and save myself. But he did turn into like a different person, an entirely different person. And he was like, hi.
That laugh was so much. Blindside, that's right.
Like, what are you doing, dude? Stop.
What a forceful a nice guffaw for everyone. But I mean, like, aside from that, he was way more pleasant in that interview than he's been in the house. So, like, maybe he was nervous in front of, America, the country, not America, the person. Or maybe it's terrifying.
I don't know what to say, so I'm just going to do this. This is weird.
Blindside.
And then as somebody that like has done interviews and stuff before, not that other people have not done interviews, but like Julie, like his answering Julie, like who could be the link, like not giving her a real answer at all. That was really frustrating to me because it's like she's obviously asking you something. Answer the fucking question. Like, I don't know. It could be. I don't know. So you just say I don't know and just be very direct about that. You always like preach that you are very direct. Be direct to Julie too. And like Julie's like, I asked you the fucking question. Answer. Okay, no, I'm just gonna fucking tell you. Then it's Cerie and Jared. All right, there you go. Now there's no surprise.
His reaction to it, like if that is who he was on an everyday basis, I would have liked him. Like, it's like,
true.
When she said, what would you say if I told you it was? And he was like, I would say, that makes sense. Like, he was nice.
Yeah, he was. It was that, like, I felt like there's these people like where they have it. I think he's eventually going to be like, yeah, I fucked up. I made some plays I shouldn't have made. But like tonight, it was like, he's like, oh, yes, I was a competition threat. Mm-hmm. Yes, where it's like, he's sort of like patting himself. You're right. You should have got me out, girl. Like all of that stuff where he's like playing it up. And I get you're like in the camera in front of real people for the first time in a while. So like you are trying to put on like your best face and your bravest face. And it's I think like, that's a lot of it. But yeah, he did completely change. It was just like a really like weird interview. But then when Julie's like, go see the rest of my interview with Heisem, I'm like, I'm going to pass on that.
I don't want to. Sorry, I keep making weird faces. They keep doing the weirdest things.
Yeah. And they're in that night vision stuff, so it's like it's harder to recognize certain people. Red freaks me out. If you watch,
he looks terrifying. He's a terrifying Santa.
if anybody knows who, just go Google Biff Whiff. He's from he was on the show Dave, and he was on I Think You Should Leave, but like he looks just like Biff Whiff in the
I Think You Should Leave,
the
so I
Blacklight.
know who it is, but
He's the Shirt Brothers guy.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, like Cameron just
Looks like
tried
Paul
to
or
follow
Rick Rubin.
the thing. Like they keep putting their leg up on top of like over the railing, like it's more comfortable for some reason. I don't know.
There was a really funny meme I posted on the at Passing Baby Bro. I'm gonna go follow our posts. But somebody had posted it
this one time.
There was Drake and it was somebody else's. I just screenshot it, but it was like sitting or kneeling. Nah, it was Drake, and then it was like squatting. All right, it was just like okay, Jules, thanks. But she did not specify whether or not they could just put one foot up on the railing. And that's what I think a lot of them are doing.
That is what they're doing. But it is weird. And like in the original pressure cooker, they got, oh my God, Nicole's makeup makes her look terrifying in this night vision. She's on cam 1 right now, and it's honestly terrifying. But like in the original, they weren't allowed to actually touch the ground with anything other than their feet.
Right.
So like, I assume that's what she meant by the no like squatting or kneeling, or not squatting, no sitting or kneeling, but like you could just say like you can't touch the ground, because it almost looks like some of them are trying to sit on the button.
Yeah, that's the difference, I guess. So yeah, we're just on the pressure cooker, right? Like we're on to the pressure cooker now. We've
I'm so sorry. Yes, I thought the episode was over. Yeah.
No, okay. I'm just making sure we're not. I was looking back at my notes, and I was like, I think we're done. Kaser comes on, and he introduces. He's maybe the most likable guy from Big Brother ever.
He's amazing.
And it's so funny that he like when you look back at it, and we watched the pressure cooker, the OG pressure cooker, and like just like him and Janelle's friendship, and we've seen it in All Stars a couple seasons ago. Just. What an unlikely pairing when you really think back to it, where it was just like he's so just like mild and timid, and like not timid, but just mild and like reserved, and she is very much in your face. That's what you need, a little yin and a yang. But yeah, Kaser introducing it. I thought that meant he was going to host it. It did not mean that.
Did not. Just
so I crossed that out of my notes.
I did like that at the end of his recorded video, he clearly looked off to the side for a cue. Like, am I done?
That's it. Yeah, cut that part. Cut that part.
Why did they leave that in?
That was interesting. And then poor Matt. Again, we've talked about like, well, I think you on the last one were saying like he was talking to America, like, well, you don't have Instagram. How did Big Brother find you? Like, he's the only real recruit. Maybe Luke was too, but we never know. We'll never know. I don't know what clan meeting they got Luke from, but they must have recruited him from clan Instagram or something like that, allegedly. I don't know. Truth Social, maybe, was that what it was? I'm just kidding. No, we're not getting into politics here. We're not getting into politics. Like Matt not knowing the game. There's so many people in this show this season that do know like Big Brother history or know of the pressure cooker. And I'm like, what is the pressure cooker? And like there was just like a look of panic. Wait, what is it? What is it? Hello, hi. What is the pressure cooker? What's the pressure cooker? And like they were sort of explaining.
Bowie probably doesn't know it either.
What's the pressure cooker, mates?
What's the pressure cooker?
That's not a pressure cooker.
Of Australia.
Now that's a pressure cooker.
Yeah. I was such a bad actor. I think that she probably didn't know. Matt didn't know.
It's very easy to understand, I feel like, after.
Did Blue know? No.
Probably not. Probably not. But like what I did like a little bit is I feel like I can't remember if the button was just like a touch your finger on the button the first time, but I feel like it was like you kind of had to like pinch it almost.
Yeah, it was almost like one of those things where it had the like there was a cover over it, so you couldn't just rest on it. You had to like
right
keep it clicked with like fingers or a thumb or something. You can't.
And these buttons are bigger and much
Yeah.
more like you really gotta kind of push down on it to get it to work. So I like that. They do remind me of, remember those comps? I feel like they do it every couple of seasons where it'll be like the camp comeback one. They did it where they had to go change out of the boat. It's like you have your swim stuff on and you got to change into your other stuff, but you have to have your hand on the button. And if you take it off, your time speeds up by like 10.
Yeah.
Like it's like they have the timer from that, the button they have like that. That's what they got to hit. And it's one of those like, I guess it's at the end of like any comp, really. Like
where you like run by and have to hit the button. No, that's exactly
what they're having to push down.
I don't want to watch Felicia organize.
Now they're just zooming on Felicia with a bunch of. They have a lot of bread.
Oh, there. It's
okay, we're back. And they don't put their condiments in the fridge. That's weird, right?
I mean, like,
I was noticing that watching the feeds. Like all of their condiments are out.
Yeah, no, that's weird. You're supposed to refrigerate most of that.
Mustard's supposed to go in the fridge.
Anything tomato-based is absolutely supposed to go in. Oh, I didn't realize there was a sparkly part of the chicken costume.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's only because it's in the glow in the dark.
That's how I thought.
It's only because it's in the glow in the dark. I'm gonna go back to a comment that Daniel said. He said he kind of wishes the pressure cooker came later in the season. Honestly, hopefully that just means we get some more like classic ones that are gonna come up. And I do like. I understand that because like it could take a long time, but like I was gonna say like the over under at 3.5 hours. Or I'm going to do 4.5 hours. Like, does this go 5? Does it even go 5 hours? Because everything has been watered down. I was shocked that they're doing the 3-person rule like they did the first time where 3 people have to be like, you can't, like, the first person to let go still has to hang out. But like,
I love that. That's how you get Bo pissing in a corner.
Like, yeah. And like just getting wasted. And like, I love that. Like that is still part of the rule. I was convinced that there's no chance. Like that's cruel. They'll be like, that's cruel punishment. They're not going to do that. I feel like the fly thing might be an axed on it, but like I don't know. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of just it's goo. Now there's goo on people and it smells bad.
Stop climbing over the little fence, Cameron. No, I don't think they're gonna do flies, but I think they probably kept the 3-person rule because they expect it to go so much shorter. Like Kaser said, they were in it for 18 hours. There's no possible way this does this. We were talking about it before, like when the show was ending, that like modern Big Brother endurance competitions, like they would be on the wall for 8 hours. And now it's like an hour and a half.
Well, because everybody makes deals now, and it used to just like, fuck you, I'm not working with you. Or they would make the deal when it just got down to like 2 people, and now it's like, oh, I don't need to win this, and they drop.
Yeah.
And I mean, Big Brother is way different where you have Survivor, it'll go a lot longer, just because Survivor is really kind of like every band. Like it is more so like all about like just endurance in general. But I feel like then they've not cast the people that are just like the strong man that's going to be able to stay on there. Every year there is usually 1 or 2 of those, but it definitely is, and it might just not make for great TV. I feel like they used to have not all of the other gadgets they had. I would rather watch a whole really good H.O.H competition than a bunch of other stuff. But like back in the day, they were just like, well, 14 hours was how long the first pressure cooker went, and I feel like that was just like we can make a lot of TV out of 14 hours. Like they made it drag on. So they were good at that. Yeah.
But also, I mean, that was the Friendship and the Sovereign 6. Mm-hmm. Isn't that that's the H.O.H that got Kaser out, even though he made a deal before he let go? Because they were going for James, right?
Right.
So like, I mean, I feel like that was a very clear split house, whereas like right now, are they not all on the same side? Are they not all in one big alliance with each other?
Well, we don't know which ones are real and which ones aren't, and that's the problem.
Well, no, I know. Oh, I did see on Twitter, and it wasn't a full alliance chart. It was just Cerie's alliance chart, and she is in a named alliance with every single house guest right now. So she cannot win this.
Oh yeah.
She cannot win
this. What's up, Josh? Appreciate you tuning in and stopping by, bro. Danielle is saying she's hoping for Hyde and go veto. I think that's probably my favorite comp they do.
I love it.
The hide and
Did
go
they not
veto
do
is
it
great.
last season?
I don't think they've done it the last couple seasons. I feel like
They did. Did they stop doing it when somebody broke it by putting it, like sliding it in the middle of the table
it
that
was
you
Polly.
cannot get out? Was it Polly?
Yeah, because it was they had the metal like tabletop in the middle, like the island thing, and he like dropped it in the middle, and like you could go down there, but you had to like know what you were looking for, and he like dropped it all the way down there. I think he kicked it, so it slid a little bit further. So like you couldn't look and see it; you had to know it was down there, and he just won it that way. But like I have ever since I saw him do that, like I don't think I would win Big Brother. But if I ever got to hide and go veto, there's no fucking chance I would lose. I would be in that house. I have like 6-7 spots that I already know. I'd be like that.
Well, and
That's
the
all
strategy of like,
boom, 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 boom.
You don't have to find any of the vetoes to win. You just have to have yours not be found. So
Make it
run
impossible to
interference
find it,
the entire time. Go in there, hide it the first time, and then just destroy everything around it and be like, oh my God, this room has been trashed and looked through so closely.
Yeah.
Like,
then that would just be really fun to just
you don't need to find a fucking veto to win.
Like that's what Brett did.
Yeah.
But that was pretty that's my favorite veto probably. And then there was one that they got from Big Brother Over the Top that was like a scary one they did. And it was
the
where, like you had to go
one?
grab. Yeah, it was like, and that would be perfect for Scaryverse because like you kind of had to go do like stuff like that, but you're in the dark and stuff would like grab you. Yeah, that was funny because I think Jessica was doing it that season. And she just sat down until 20 minutes passed because she was like, I'm scared. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
But that's always a fun one. But right now, pressure cooker's going on. No one's dropped yet. Who do you think wins this? Because I feel like it's not athletic. It's mostly just endurance. And we know it's not Suri.
Suri can't win. I don't think Jared should win. Also, Suri with that hood on top of her bun makes it look like she has does that thing where you like zip your jacket up over your head so you look like that like you don't have a head and then you put a fake head on top or something. Like it does not look real.
Does look like she has two heads.
Yeah.
And she's facing away and everybody else is facing to it. And do you watch Bob's Burgers?
Yes.
She looks like Luis if Luis pulled her hood up all the way over her ears and just faced away. Like she's mad. Like she looks like a mad Luis right now.
Yeah.
I wish I could show it live. Cone head. Because she has a big bun, doesn't she? That's probably what it is.
Yeah, it's on top of the bun.
I didn't think about that.
There's a weird slow pan of Bowie's boobs that I wasn't expecting.
Bowie's boobs. That's not a boob.
Boobs.
Nah, that's
top,
a boob.
not down under. Good one.
Daniel thinks that he says Corey might win because he knew what he would prepare for coming in.
Corey was saying that he feels like he needs to win soon so that people start looking at him as more of an asset than just like
instead of just a makeover guy.
Well, like they know that he's smart, and so they've been talking about how like,
him.
Share your clothes with him. He'll probably win in a memory comp. But like he was saying that he probably needs to win something soon so that his allies aren't like, oh my God, what a waste of space. I don't know if America would necessarily want to win. Matt does not want to win.
Mm-mm.
I don't think Izzy wants this one. I can't imagine Blue or Jag trying to win because they're also in a spot where, like, are
Red?
they not in an alliance with everyone? Red needs to win or his ass is grass.
Who said it earlier? Somebody said, go. Yeah, Angela said, go Cameron. I wouldn't hate Cameron H.O.H. I want chaos. We have had Heisem taken out of the house. We're losing a little bit of that chaos. But yeah, I also think Red would be really funny. Red and Cameron, just the good old boys running the house for a week. Like, just give them the keys, man. Like, think of what a ride that'll be. Can you imagine the feeds this weekend?
Oh, if Red and Cameron win, they said that they're going after. I can't remember. It's in my updates. Like, they're going after the 4. Like, 3 Izzy.
Please give me Suri and Jared on the block. Oh, like just one of those two. Just
at least before veto or something. Like that would be.
Oh my God! Just I want chaos.
Triggered. Yeah,
Miko
so I
would be a
think.
total wild card. Yeah, she
Oh,
would be.
absolutely. I mean, she
I
doesn't
think
think that
Miko
she's
would
a
have
wild
HOH.
card.
She would have HOH-itis for sure. I feel like
She
that'd go right to her head. And then she'd be like, I just need y'all to get the fuck out of my room. And then she would be like, these fucking idiots. I just can't deal with it. Like, she would do the rants, but in the HOH room.
Yeah. So I mean, like, there's a lot of people that I think don't want to win. I think the biggest thing is like, so Corey does want to win, and as a super fan or anybody who's calling themselves a super fan are like, oh, Felicia gets to watch.
Okay. That's better.
That's it.
I love that she just made herself a nice little snack. She just made herself yeah.
I thought she was just hanging out, but she gets to watch. Okay. But like, I mean, maybe like anybody who calls themselves a super fan wants to win the pressure cooker.
Yeah, especially if like it hasn't happened in so long. It's been 18 years. Is that what Kaser said?
No, it was 16 years and it lasted 18 hours.
That's what it was.
Yeah. But like, I think there's a lot of maybe Bowie wants to win. I have no idea. This is going to come to people trying to like last long enough. They don't want to be the first one out, but then they're going to be like, "Oh no, I slept." So there are going to be a lot of people throwing this.
Yeah, but it's also dark, so you can't like.
I mean, you could just take your hand off and it's fine.
Yeah.
Except Felicia
right now.
see.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Good call. But do they know Felicia can see?
I don't know, but so once they're out and the three people are out and they get to go in, whose shoes are untied?
Can't tie him. Corey. Oh, not great for our guy. Not great for our guy. Just take him off, dude.
He's loosening them.
Okay. He has a better standing power.
Yeah. Quinn said they'll probably announce anyone who drops. Yes, I think they're gonna like make an announcement of like, oh no, this person's out. But I feel like,
and we will give you, just to be fair, if that were to happen, we'll give you a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert! Spoiler! Premature one, but that was just to show you what we would do.
That's what
you'll get one of those in case you forgot completely what the spoiler alert was.
Yeah, so like once the three of them leave, I assume they'll get to go inside with Felicia and then watch. So it's not as sneaky as you do still have to be kind of careful. Now, it's not that
I did see Paul, like we're basically, if you're tuning in now, we are pretty much in just like we're covering we're live watching the H.O.H comp.
We could basically be on Twitch streaming
but you wouldn't get to hang out with us. You wouldn't get to hang out with us. I mean, if you're just here for the episode recap, it's probably time to tune out. If you want to hang with us for a little bit, this is more for just the live viewers. But hey, if you are not a live viewer or listener, then at Pass Gravy Bro, I'm at Alex J Middleton. Allison is at Affable Allison on Twitter and at Almar7490 on Instagram. And get to follow. If you're listening, hit that play on YouTube. If you're watching, hit that play on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, whatever. But if you want to peace out after that, this is your time to peace out. We're just going to be hanging out for a little bit. I don't know how long we're going to go. Probably not the whole time. I got to go to work, and I know you do too.
Same.
But
yeah,
we can do this for a little bit longer, maybe until somebody drops. If somebody drops. Looking at it right now, who would you say, like posture-wise, is looking the best?
The best?
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, they're all just standing.
Right. I'm just trying to make discussion out of this.
Yeah, I think it's easier to say who looks the worst. I think Red and Matt look the worst.
Yep.
They've both been
Matt seems like
fidgeting a lot.
Pain.
They just got off slop, so they haven't eaten a lot. They haven't slept a lot this week. Jag's eyes have been closed. He looks like he's falling asleep. Like Blue
Jag, Jag H.O.H would be lit.
That would be good. I mean, I don't know what he would do, but like Blue's turned around and is like leaning her ass against the button, which like that seems dangerous. I wouldn't trust that. So like she might accidentally drop first, I guess. And like Todd said, she's squatting a lot already. I mean, like, how, maybe they've been in the house long enough to like lose stamina, but like I literally stand for 8 hours straight. and am not allowed to pee. Except for during one 30-minute window that is my own lunchtime. And that's all I get to eat. So, like, this seems very easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, standing, I don't think is really ever that much of a requirement. Like that's not like a big requirement. Like that's like you should all be able to do that if you're able-bodied at least. Everybody is. It does look taxing on some of them. I would say like I thought Cameron looks pretty. I thought Cameron looked kind of good, but like now he's kind of leaning over. Bowie and Nicole look really strong, and then I don't know what it was. Now that I know Corey was loosening his shoes, something about that. He's getting better grip. They will spread those toes out.
Spread them toeses for balance.
Spread them toeses, give you the balance, right? That's a Corey. That's point Corey on that. Look at him. Look at him. He's determined.
He looks unbothered. Also, do you have the sound on?
I do not.
I don't either. And so I'm curious because they're talking in there too.
So somebody said that it looked like Jared was whispering to Suri. He definitely was. I have no idea what he said because we don't have the audio on.
Ooh, Jared, get your hand out of your pants though.
Is Suri the one leaning with her back to the middle? Suri's in the white jacket. Hood. Yeah, the big white jacket, and then Blue is the other one that's leaning. That's not got the hood on.
This new angle of Jag's little chicken head is
really chicken heads. Can Felicia hear them? Is the real question. Yeah, I do not know. I would imagine that you can't, right?
I would
because if you go H.O.H, the H.O.H TV, you don't have audio. You only have video. Only. Yeah. So like I would imagine that might be what they're doing, but technically it's an H.O.H comp, so you could possibly hear it. Did they hear it in Camp Comeback, or could they just watch it on the shitty TV?
I don't know. I think I thought they could only watch it.
Okay, so maybe she can just watch it, but like
don't know.
If you think about it, like Felicia's in like a really good, like she's having herself a night because like you kind of get a little break from everybody right now. And like you've been stuck in a house with no TV for a while, except for like Julie just telling you shit. Now you get to kind of like, she made herself some dinner. This is just a nice like Friday night for her, basically. She's just, all right, I got my dinner ready to go. I'm on the couch. I'm just watching the tube. Watching Big Brother. It's like a regular, she's like us.
Yeah. I do have a question for you. Do you prefer Hisam's prison mic, little bandana, or reverse it, Jared's Little Red Riding Hood bandana that he has going on right now?
Ooh.
Because that's a lot too.
I would prefer Hisam, I feel like, just because it's better than that little like flat cap he wore, because that just made him look meaner.
Oh yeah, no, his little driving cap was ridiculous. But I mean, like,
he looked like he'd be like a British guy, like, "What's up with you, bruv? You're looking to go a couple rounds?" And I'm like, "What? No, just leave me alone, dude."
We laughed at Hisam's bandana, and then here is Jared with the opposite. He looks like he's wearing like a Freddie Munster wig. Like it's just coming in at a point on his forehead.
But then he wears sometimes that damn it, I can't remember her name. Aisha, whatever her name was. She was in the cookout. Which one was that? Who was in the cookout?
Oh, Azza.
There we go. Azza. Like Azza wore that like I'm not trying to be like it looked like a shower cap thing. She would always wear over her hair, and sometimes is that what it's called? It's a bonnet. Okay, well Jared wore he was wearing a bonnet the other day, and I was like, that's cool. That's cool.
Pretty standard. I mean, that's like I sleep in a bonnet sometimes when my hair is curly. It's just like it's like how you're supposed to sleep in like using a satin pillowcase or something. It's better for your hair, especially if you have coarse hair. Which I mean, I have less coarse hair than a typical person of color, but I still have, for a white person, real coarse hair. But like, so like the bonnet doesn't necessarily surprise me, but like that's the same thing as like do-rags are meant to help lay, like their curls, their waves.
This
But,
is
like,
like a
this is
great
just, like,
conversation. Two white
loosely
people
tied.
explaining do-rags.
Well, yeah.
Allison, how do you get waves in your hair? Why don't you explain that to everyone?
You press a wave in. I don't know the answer, but I do sometimes use a bonnet, and it does look like a terrible chef's hat occasionally.
Oh, a chef's hat would be cool.
Suri looks like she has 2 black eyes right now.
Well, yeah, but it's just it does.
Look at her.
Whoa, dude, yeah.
Like, I got bags under my eyes, but like, Suri, girl, get some sleep.
I feel like mine would just be like all the way down. I would just be all black on my face. It would just look like I was
Whoa.
not like that. Not black face. That's just the camera. The camera would make me look
on
better.
Clan Talk.
Camera would. Felicia is in the living room, so maybe she does have audio, is what Quentin says. And then Todd says, true story, the first time I ever.
Julie on that one. Sorry.
Oh, no. Todd says, first time I saw anyone in a wave cap was in basic training. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that might be it for the episodes tonight. Now they're just showing Felicia. I would love to stay up all night and recap this. One day when Pass the Gravy can like have our own like warehouse, like I'll hire you away. You don't have to teach anymore. And you can just come cover Big Brother with me. And like we'll just stay like Allison. All night we're staying up, we're watching Pressure Cooker. And then you'll be with Karen Armstrong.
All night. Some Chris Tucker, right? Is that Chris Tucker?
Yep.
Fifth Element?
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry. You said all night.
Yeah,
I know a song that has that.
She looks determined.
I mean,
and Jared looks like he's singing.
We could be doing this.
We could be doing this all day, but this is us literally just commenting what we're saying. But you guys, thank you guys for Blue's done. Blue's not gonna win this. I'm gonna write Blue out.
Blue's
all right,
knees are about to go down.
She's done. She's done,
Yeah.
skis. But then I think Blue's gonna go, and then I feel like Matt, the first 3 out would be Blue, Matt, and
Jared's down right now, but like I think
he's gonna hang.
I think he's fine.
Blue, Matt, and Red.
You think Red's gonna be out soon?
I hope Red wins it, but I'm just gonna say that just because he seems like he's struggling.
Red is everybody's next, like in line in boot order.
Which would just be
did you see? By the way, this is show on topic. Jared and Blue were making out under a blanket last night, apparently.
Oh, well, good for them. Did Suri glance at them?
Situationships.
Yeah,
I don't know. I saw an update. I didn't see it then.
Blue, Matt, and Suri out first is who Angela says. But yeah, I will try to keep you guys posted online. I guess y'all can just watch the feeds. But if you don't have the feeds, at Pass Gravy Bro, that's where you can follow us, and at Almar7490 on Instagram. Allison posts a bunch of great live feed updates throughout the day. If you don't have it, it's awesome for like, oh, you're on the go, you're at work, you've been in meetings all day. Hey, I'm on my way home. Let's just see what Allison posted. And then it's like you watch the feed, but she didn't have to watch the feeds all day. So follow Allison at Almar7490 on Instagram. She's at Affable Allison on Twitter. I'm at Alex J. Middleton on all socials, and we are at Pass the Gravy Bro. Again, please make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and share us with a friend that watches Big Brother. And then if you're watching us, go and hit the play on the audio version of the podcast. If you're listening to us, go hit the play on the YouTube version or Facebook version of the podcast. You guys are awesome. We will be back Sunday with our week 4 power rankings, and we'll be talking about an awesome power cooker episode, I would imagine, that we're going to get to watch. Or pressure cooker, not power cooker. Pressure cooker. And we forgot about the America's vote, because somebody's going to get invincibility.
I've already voted 30 times.
Who'd you vote for?
Who do you think, Corey? I feel like he is one step away from needing that power. Yeah,
that's good. And they'll be able to cancel an eviction, basically save somebody from eviction. I think, I'm going to go Corey, and then maybe split some Matt votes in there is who I'm seeing right there. Todd's going to go America. Todd loves America.
If
Who doesn't vote?
you want to vote, it's 10 votes per email address. But if you have a Gmail, you can put a period at any point of your email address and it counts as a new one, but it's still an actual email address. So,
That's awesome. Fun little hack right there.
just only use it if you're going to vote for Corey.
It doesn't work if you're not voting for Corey.
If you don't vote for Corey, it's like, that's so weird. I don't know why it didn't work, but try voting for Corey this time.
Oops. All right, guys. Hey, y'all are the best. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate the same. Like we've kind of had the same group of people hanging out with us every week, every episode this season so far, and I really appreciate you guys hanging with us. It's a lot more fun getting to talk about Big Brother with all your friends. Allison, appreciate you and all that you do for the show. And we will talk to you guys Sunday with some power rankings and a pressure cooker recap. Until then, have a great weekend. Hopefully, you guys are watching the feeds with us. And we will talk to you all on Sunday. Until then, pass the gravy, bros.
Big brother, it's Big Brother. It's my brother, it's your brother, it's our brother. It's his brother, it's her brother, it's their brother. On Pass the Gravy, bro.